Today on Newsbreak, we'll take a look at trending for today. We'll also take a look at last night's basketball action. All this and more on this Tuesday, January 31st, 2017. Good afternoon, SLHS. I'm Dawson Erisdorf.
And I'm Courtney Delphinay.
Let's take a look at your announcements for today.
Key Club is sponsoring tonight's second annual American Heart Association Red Out Night. A number of activities will be taking place, including a jump rope competition, a bake sale, demonstration of electronic CPR machines, free throw games at halftime, a bleacher run to collect donations, and you can dedicate a paper heart on the red wall to anyone you know who has been affected by heart disease. All proceeds will benefit the American Heart Association. Don't forget to wear your red, and let's fill the bleachers in support of the Indians and this great cause.
The academic decathlon team got notice late last night that they have qualified for the state competition that will be held on March 3rd and 4th in Cedar Rapids. Congratulations to everyone involved.
A congratulations is also in order for the show choir as they received Division I ratings from all three judges at last night's state competition, which meant a unanimous Division I superior rating. The show choir would like to thank the many parent volunteers who make a huge contribution to this group's success. The next competition is set for February 11th in Waconia, Minnesota.
Seniors, remember to turn in your senior pictures to Jane Lovell in the high school office. Deadline is this Friday.
The Bedell Family YMCA North Iowa Special Olympics has been rescheduled for this Thursday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Please see Mr. Holman if you are interested in helping.
Mini Dance Marathon is planning an event coming up on February 11th from 6 p.m. until 11 p.m. in the gym and commons area. There will be an entry fee of $5 and donations will be accepted as well. All proceeds will go straight to Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
Finally, happy birthday to Nick Hauser. Now let's take a look at today's weather.
Alright, so looking at your weather for today, we will see mostly cloudy skies all throughout the day today. High of around 36 degrees with a low of 20 tonight. Breezy conditions out there, 15 to 20 mile an hour, gusts as high as 30, so not as windy as it was yesterday. That'll calm down for tomorrow at 10 to 15 mile an hour and less breezy there at partly sunny skies. High of 23 with a high of 7, so much colder there as well. And then on Thursday we will see a high of 19 degrees and a low of 8 degrees Thursday night with partly sunny skies again. Just 10 to 15 mile an hour wind out of the west. So wind becoming less of a factor there. So let's look at your weather. Back to you guys.
Taking a look at sports for today. Last night, the Spirit Lake boys and girls basketball teams hosted Esterville. It was a battle right from the start for the girls. Both teams were playing well and both were putting up a defensive fight, leaving the score at halftime 18-14 in favor of the Indians. After half, the Esterville Midgets came out ready to play, tying the score at 24-24 with just under 4 minutes left in the third. As the game went on, it remained close until the very last seconds. With 15 seconds remaining, Anna Brown scored a two-pointer, making it 42-41 in favor of the Indians. Carly Olsen ended up sealing the win by making both of her free throws with seconds remaining. The final score was 44-41 in favor of the Indians.
The boys would take the court next. It was a close first half for the Indians. They would go into halftime ahead of the Midgets with a score of 23-15. By the end of the third, the Indians pulled ahead, making the score 37-20. There was no looking back from there. Owen Colburn scored 25 points for the night, making the final score 52-26.
The basketball teams will be at home again tonight hosting Spencer. It will be Red Out honoring the American Heart Association. We will have results on the show tomorrow and updates throughout the game on our Twitter page. Come out and show your support.
That's a look at your sports for today. Back to you guys.
Now let's send it over to Seth Voss with today's trending.
Alright, thanks guys. Taking a look at trending for today, President Trump signed an executive order Friday night to keep refugees from entering the country for 120 days. Immigrants from 7 predominantly Muslim nations out for 3 months. The countries affected are Iran, Iraq, Syria, Sudan, Libya, Yemen, and Somalia. This is the extreme betting that Trump promised during the campaign, but it still seems to have caught folks by surprise. But how big is the backlash? It's humongous. It's global. Hundreds have showed up at airports across the country, from New York to Atlanta to Dallas to Seattle, to protest. Vocal crowds against the order gathered outside the White House. The Boy Scouts of America says it will begin accepting members based on their gender identity, opening the door for transgender boys to join under the new policy, which takes effect immediately. Membership in Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts will be based on gender indicated on the application. Previously, the organization relied on individuals' birth certificate to determine eligibility for its single-gender programs. A series of potent winter storms that lashed, and more recently, Southern California has erased one of the most long-term droughts that plagued the Golden State for 3 years. For the first time in 36 months, the U.S. Drought Monitor report issued Thursday does not have shown any parts of California in deep red, which denotes its high designation of exceptional drought. At its height, the exceptional drought area covered nearly 2/3 of the state. As recently Christmas of 2016, approximately 20% of the state was still in the worst of the drought. It's not just the worst of the drought areas that have improved. Now 38% of California is completely clear of any dryness, according to the Drought Monitor, the most drought-free area since December of 2011. That's Look at Trending. Back to you guys.
And that's all the time we have for today, SLHS. Thanks for watching Newsbreak and have a fantastic